So when people come to me and say, my vision isn't coming true how I saw it, I've been meditating, I've been working, I've been listening to podcasts, I did my vision board, but nothing's happening. I always tell them this: you don't get what you want in your life. You get what you are. We don't get what we want, we get what we are. And what does that actually mean? Well, it all has to do with self-sabotage. Look, you can meditate as much as you want, you can take as many courses on Skillshare as you want, but if you are still engaging in a bunch of self-sabotaging behavior, it's just like watering a garden full of weeds and expecting roses to bloom. It's like driving with your foot fully on the gas and on the brake at the same time. And that's what so many of us are doing. And it's really easy for us to try to think positive and to try to keep our minds right and start to listen to the right things and read the right books. But all of that goes to waste. It gets completely canceled out if we're still engaging in a bunch of self-sabotaging stuff. So here's the thing. In my book, Stay Woke, I cover 4 different types of self-sabotage: toxic habits, toxic people, toxic thoughts, and toxic beliefs. But here in this course, we're gonna focus on the most toxic one of all: toxic habits. Now, I'm gonna talk about toxic habits a little bit differently than you might expect, because you don't need me or a course to tell you if you're engaged in some insanely toxic stuff. I wanna talk about some of the things that slip under the rug a little bit, the things that everyone else is doing, the things that seem like they're not toxic or that have actually even become a part of your identity, but are the things that are stopping you from reaching your goals. Look, I've been on a mission to take meditation out of this spiritual echo chamber and to bring it to everyday people like you and me. We gotta ask some big questions, like how does meditation loosen the grip on our toxic habits with things especially like porn, drugs, alcohol, social media, and meaningless sex? How does it help us stop comparing ourselves to other people? How does it help us actually get shit done and not just sit here relaxed and zen all the time? How does it help us with the environment, with social justice, with productivity, relationships, money, trauma, healing, entrepreneurship, creativity? How does it help us overcome obstacles and step into our power? So what is a toxic habit exactly? And remember, I'm gonna talk about these in kind of a little bit of a hidden way. So a toxic habit, this is how I define it, is anything that you're doing regularly that lowers your vibration or keeps you from reaching your goals. And in this way, you have to understand that you first have to have the goal. Are the habits that I'm engaging in throughout my day taking me closer to that vision or further away? There's no in between, and we like to pretend like there's in between and that everything is neutral. No, everything you do, every habit you have, everything you choose to engage with throughout your day, from when you wake up to when you go to sleep, is either taking you towards your vision or further away. And so when we get really honest about that, we have an amazing filter to look at some of the things that we do that seem seemingly mundane, but are actually holding us back from accomplishing our dreams and goals. So let me give you an example. One of my students, Jaden, is an incredible trans activist who's doing powerful work in the world. And so I was talking to Jaden, and Jaden was like, you know, in my vision, I just keep seeing myself playing guitar. And I said, okay, well, why don't you play guitar? And they were like, well, I don't have time. So then I let Jaden talk for a little bit longer and longer, and then I asked Jaden a trick question. I said, Jaden, you know, I've been trying to figure out some new Netflix shows to watch. What are you watching on Netflix right now? And then Jaden started listing off every single Netflix show that exists and was telling me how excited they were about all these Netflix shows. And I looked at Jaden with my eyebrows up, and right there, they knew, uh-oh, I was caught. And so I asked Jaden, real quick, be honest with yourself. How many hours per week are you spending on these Netflix shows? And Jaden starts counting and goes, uh-oh. And I said, that's it. Netflix and watching TV for you is toxic. Now, is watching Netflix or watching TV toxic in general? No, of course not. Most things are not inherently toxic, but it's our relationship to those things that make them toxic or not. And specifically, if you're saying you don't have time and that's what's keeping you from accomplishing your goals and becoming who it is that you want to be, then you have to look at the things that are taking your time that actually don't matter that much. And so in this case, for Jaden, watching TV is toxic. So here are some things that you might not normally think of that can actually become toxic habits. Always saying yes when you really want to say no. Obviously, we talked about watching TV, going to sleep too late, waking up too late, drinking coffee, drinking alcohol, any of these things, right? Are they inherently toxic? No. But what becomes toxic is our relationship to those things and being real honest with ourselves about whether engaging in these behaviors are taking us closer to our vision and further away. So now I want you to listen to me very carefully before we get into this practice, because this is important. I'm not demonizing any of these things. All we're doing is asking ourselves, who do we want to become and what's stopping us from getting there? And most commonly, the things that are stopping us from getting where we want to go are not these big dramatic boulders and roadblocks in our lives. They're the little things that we're doing every single day that become habits that block us from our dreams. And in this way, something can be toxic for you now, but not toxic for you later. Or it can be toxic for your friends, but not toxic for you. You have to get clear on what your vision is and then decide if a habit is toxic for you or not. And we're gonna figure that out right now in this practice. We'll start with the freedom trinity: body, eyes, and breath. So go ahead and just soften into your body, get comfortable. Remember, you can relax your shoulders, relax your eyebrows, relax your jaw, the space behind your ears, just softening into your body 5% more. And then go ahead and place your hands over your heart. Take a full, deep breath in and a breath out. And when you feel ready, I invite you to shut your eyes. And remember, you can always keep your eyes open if you'd like, but just look down a little bit and kind of blur out your vision so you don't get a distracted gaze. And now we'll align our breath together with the 3-count breath. On the count of 3, go ahead and exhale everything out of your system through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Exhale everything out and come to completely empty. Great. And now to my count of 3, inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Last time, inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Great. And now just breathe normally. I'm going to invite you into a short visualization with me. And remember, you can use all of your senses for this practice. So I want you to call into your mind right now that future version of you. The future version of you who is living the life of your dreams. And trust anything that arises today, even if it's fuzzy or incomplete. You might have multiple things shuffling in your mind, but just notice in this vision today, what is the future you wearing in the vision? Are they indoor or are they outdoor? What do you look like? What do you see? And as we drop back into this future vision, has the narrative expanded at all? Do you notice anything new or anything different? So just scan around yourself in the vision and notice what colors are around you. Is there anybody there with you? What are you doing in this vision? What happened or is happening or is about to happen? And what is happening in this vision that indicates to you that you are indeed living the life of your dreams? Notice, do you hear anything in the vision? Remember, don't force it. Do you smell anything or taste anything in the vision today? Do you notice any physical sensations? Are there any specific emotional qualities? Take a moment right now and just continue scanning around this future vision where you are living the life of your dreams. And if you haven't fully yet let yourself really go there, you can rub a magic lamp. Everything is possible. Scan around. What do you notice? And now, as you look at this future version of you who is living the life of your dreams, ask the future you this question. What specific habit is keeping me out of alignment with becoming you? What specific habit is keeping me out of alignment with becoming you? What specific habit is keeping me out of alignment with becoming you? Just be here for a moment now as you get the messages you need. And now go ahead and place your hands over your heart and just feel or repeat these words with me. I am allowed to change. Show me the way. I am allowed to change, and I know the way. I am allowed to change, and I am ready to take the next step. You're ready. You are ready. So go ahead and just anchor into what you received for a moment, knowing that you are safe to grow, you're safe to change, you're safe to evolve, and you have the power to move forward. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes. This is deep work, right? You're doing incredible, incredible work. This is how we really start to change.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest videos.